you the vista that opens out to the flowering fields of the universe. Forgiveness made my life easier and gives to me a new life metaphor. No longer do I need to be a brave little soldier struggling in my trenches. I am a retired soldier now, a happy gardener in peacetime. So, the process of forgiveness is organic and natural if we recognize it, see it, allow it, and give it some will and some skill. It starts with deciding, I will move on, I will let go, I will be freer, I will live my soul's purpose. It goes into facing your painful emotions and giving them some reign, some expression. In our workshops and in the one-on-one work we do, we use the device of an empty chair to talk to and picture someone that we're forgiving in a chair. You can say, I just hate you. I'm so sad. I'm so heartbroken. You did this, you did that. In the process of healing, we can be big babies and we don't have to be spiritually correct till we get to the end of the process when we can take responsibility for what we're creating. But to get through our disappointments, we have to say them just the way they are. I'm so disappointed. I'm so bummed out. This is so hard for me. And you can accuse and you can judge and you can do all these things that spiritual people are trying to learn not to do. But it's all in the container of healing. It's all in the container of moving something that's stuck in your gut. And God understands that. So we move that pain out honestly. We cry, we rage, we express our honest feelings, and we empty the pot. There's only a little pot of feelings. It's about this big. It feels like it's this big before you start, and you're afraid to face the broken-hearted feelings, but it's only about this big. You get to the bottom of it, it shifts, and then you realize, oh, yeah, okay, I felt that. I'm ready to move on from feeling that. What's next? What was I expecting? I've got to release the expectation I had of this person because they can't do it. They can't be that. I've got to release my expectation of this situation because it's not what I thought and I can't change it. I can let that go. It's an expectation. So we identify our expectations and we shift them in our minds to a wish, to a preference. I really wish that you would have been honest with me. I really would have preferred that you had, been faithful to me. Whatever it is, I wish, I prefer, but I'm acknowledging reality, and I'm going to let it go. I release it. I cancel, I release my expectation that you would have been honest with me. I release my expectation that you could have been faithful to me. Whatever it is, we go through that. And you go inside, and because your will was in place, and because you got your feelings out, your mind goes, okay, let's let it go. And it melts. You have this sense of something, a knot untying, that's bringing some space inside you. That's the feeling of forgiveness, space. New space inside you. New space in your heart. New space in your belly. New space in how you wear your shoulders and how you have your head up high. That's one of the key, indicators of forgiveness, is that sense of space. And then we give that person responsibility for their actions and we restore our sense of our personal space, our boundaries. We set ourselves in the middle of our own bubble, our own auric field, our own light, circle of light. And we really say, you know what? Inside my space, I will have integrity. I will be honest. I will be faithful. I will be these things. And I give you full responsibility for your actions. It's between you and God, you and the universe. It's your karma. We put that outside of us. We don't carry another person's mistakes with us anymore. And then we open to the universe to get what we need. And the universe is happy to give us what we need. We've been sometimes looking at someone else saying, well, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I want my mother to say words of appreciation and validation to me. I never got them when I was little. She didn't say, Mary, you're a good girl. And wow, I love how you did that. You did so well. I was lonely for that mother's sunlit smile on me and validating my experience. And when I forgave my good old mother, who was now old and couldn't live far away and couldn't do that for my little child self anymore, we'll forgive your phone ring. Release our expectations that I would have, I released my expectations that I would have kept my groove. Where's my groove? Okay, all right, there it is, I found it. Forgiving my mother. Yeah, so I forgave my mother for not validating me, for not giving me good words about my performance as I was growing up in her home. And you know what happened? The universe listens, and the universe says, yes, I see that you need that. I see that you still need that. And so after I forgave that particular thing for the next 6 months to a year, every time I gave a talk like this one or somewhere where there was a bunch of people, at the end of the talk, some kind white-haired lady would come up to me and say, you're a good girl. She didn't say exactly you're a good girl, but her energy did. She'd say something like, that was wonderful. Good job. I'm so proud of you. The mother, the universal mother in the universe, was ready to give me that thing that I needed. And it was wonderful. And the child in me was kind of going, I just lapped it up. I just took it in, and until that hole in me was filled, and now I don't need that so much. Everybody likes that, but I don't need it, and I don't mind that my mother couldn't do it for me. This is over. This is long over, and we're good with what she did do for me. So that's the gift. Is you let go of this expectation of a source that cannot give you what you need, and you open up to the source that can. Better idea. And then you bring light and love and energy from that source into your personal self. You wash this issue away through the body, through the feeling body, through the mind. And guess what? People really experience this physically, and you feel warmth or tingles or like water flowing, or people's heads fill up with light. There's something physical that happens when we open up to receiving God's light and love, which is always coming to us. It can come in. It comes in, and then we send it out to that person just the way they are. Send you some light, send you some love. Wish you well. I release you. And at the end, we see the good in them or the situation. My teacher Edith used to say, it's never too late to have a happy childhood. That so many of our childhoods are kind of tinted through dark shades because of a few unfortunate experiences or an ongoing bad habit in our family system that kind of gave us this shadow over our view of everything. But as you heal these things one by one by one, all these other memories come forward, all the good days, all the nice moments, all the beautiful experiences that you had that are kind of occluded by your hurt. They suddenly are there, and your childhood looks happier and happier and happier as you go along your journey to forgiveness. So all of us are forever children. All of us forever need a mother, a father, and a community that sees the good in us and loves us. And we can create that experience more and more in an ongoing way as we heal our hearts and our wounds, and as we learn how to roll with life when it gets lifey, how to just go with it. Because there's good in everything. There's good in everything. And as you know how to heal your emotional pain, you're able to live in that good. So I hope I've given you a couple of worthy thoughts to take away and put into practice. And I hope you remember that you are really in the driver's seat and when it comes to peace, because you have the power always to release your expectations that are causing you to suffer and to open up to what you really need and to see the good in what you've really created already and to enjoy that and taste that. So unconditional forgiveness is a path of mastering your life journey, the life you were given, the life that you're creating from. And I hope that you'll all think about really stepping up to this challenge. It's really one of the universal human lessons. And think about whether this is the time in your life that you want to say, yeah, I'm going to make a point of that. I'm going to be about that for a while, because I can't recommend it heartily enough. It's been just a wonderful miracle walk in my life to embrace these ways. So I believe we'll be having an offering next and soon. Is that right? What happens? I think I'm done. Yeah, let me just check. Am I done? Yeah. Oh, I'm done. Thank you very much. I'll be out in the lobby afterwards signing books and talking about forgiveness if you want.